Hey, welcome to episode 2 of Dental Elements Podcast. Oh my gosh, it is episode 2. I don't even know what day of the week it is, and I don't think it even matters what day of the week it is, and I don't think it should matter what day of the week it is. It's a great day, it's a beautiful day. Today, April is out working emergency dentistry. Thank you, April. I'm home working in my pajamas, and so it made more sense for me to interview our next guest by myself. She's a hygienist from Atlanta, Georgia. We're going to be talking about forward thinking and turning crazy times like this into positive solutions. So I hope you enjoy the episode. Hi, Stacy. How are you doing?
Hey, Cindy, I'm awesome. How are you tonight or today? What time is
I'm.
it?
Oh, it's afternoon.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah. I'm doing great. How is the weather in Atlanta?
It was 86 degrees and
Oh my gosh, I'm so jealous.
isn't that insane?
Yes, that would be nice. Then at least you could go outside and walk around. It was nice here for a while, so we were able to do some hikes. We
That's
still could. It's just a little chilly again.
uh yeah, but anything to get out of the house right now, right?
Right, right. So I definitely recommend getting out of the house. So
hmm
tell me, Stacy, what are you doing, or how has these times affected you and your career?
Oh my gosh, it was an absolute pivotal time period for me as far as my career. I mean, wow. uh, the stars aligned, and I have to say, I had made some steps previous before this whole thing happened. I was mentally and emotionally kind of gearing myself towards a career change, kind of out of the op. So I was looking for a new direction, and I made connections and stuff like that, and I had started that walk, ahead of time, and it was a part-time thing, and it was in sales, and so I was only able to devote a little bit of time here and there. I mean, I was dedicated to devoting the time, but it wasn't like I could devote all of my time and energy. So then this happened, and boom, I got way more time than I know what to do with, and I said, you know what? I can hustle and I can make this thing happen, and it has been an absolute blessing. It really has.
Right, right. You can find blessings in bad times, and same here for me. It's been a blessing to have the extra time to work on my passion, and I think a
Yeah.
lot of us feel that way if as long as we could keep things together and
Yes,
keep the family fed.
yeah, that's absolutely true. That's kind of one of the paradigms everybody's in right now, right? I mean, we've got kids home who, I mean, hey, we get squirrely when they're home for spring break, but now this is like the longest spring break on life, right?
Right,
It's like we're
right.
gonna.
I don't have any kids at home, but I have a dog that is anxious and wondering what's going on and how come he can't go have play dates
Aw,
and doesn't understand when I'm working. So I get it that way. Um,
yeah,
yeah. So
yeah.
I'm glad that you found some positive
hmm
things happening. What else do you see positive things do you see happening for dentistry in the future?
You know what I have seen? I have seen a big shift in forward thinking. Like, I think that this caught so many people in leadership, especially by surprise. Like, we thought that we were prepared. And what we've learned is we really were not prepared. And so it's taken a lot of us, um, our leadership in, our specific career field in dentistry here, like our, the ADA, the GDA. And I'm in Georgia, so every different state's organization, their boards, the hygiene association, dental assistants, like everybody had to stop and say, wait a minute, we weren't prepared. Now let's think about how to get prepared, and we have this extended time to sit and really noodle that out, and to put pen to paper, and to get proactive, because wow, there's nothing like this has ever happened, in our lifetime.
Right.
So in dentistry, the last time a pandemic happened like this in the United States, dentistry wasn't where it is now. So now, with technology and, being able to pick up your cell phone and the internet, we're just so uberly connected. And I love this spirit of the entire dental community where everybody is reaching out to help one another. I love that they're doing that. I love that they're actually thinking, okay, we need to we need to collaboratively come together and make a plan to go forward because this is not going to last forever. We know that. And so when it's time to get back in the saddle, I think that we're going to be prepared and we'll be able to help take care of our patients way better than we, were at this point in time.
Right, and I agree, definitely. And you work in sterilization. Can you tell me what you've learned that's different than what you thought you knew?
Yeah. Oh my goodness. So like I said, I had made some steps before this, and it was, just completely, a just different career path for me. And I got in with a company that is in infection control products. It's autoclaves and then infection control wipes and sprays and stuff like that. And luckily, the owner of our company saw what was happening over in China. And he was able to take the company literally overnight and take it from just focusing on, autoclaves with in that thing, but to really be talking about, okay, in just, infection control products, disinfecting wipes and sprays, which is, we had a specific product. And he changed the entire focus of our company. And we have been able to help. I can't even tell you how many millions of people we've been able to positively affect by making sure that they have the supplies that they need to take care of patients in the medical, the veterinary. It was dental for a small part, as far as autoclaves and stuff like that. But we really are focusing on the medical community, our first responders, law enforcement officers, even the military as well, because they have had to activate a lot of like the army and stuff like that who are coming
Right.
alongside and helping with them. So all of these first responders, these people that are on the front lines, they need supplies and they need a massive amount of supplies.
Right. So what a great field you happen to pick to go into as a part-time sales. So just you kind of got lucky that way, like you said.
Yeah, I
Yeah, and yeah, how forward thinking of your boss too to see that and get prepared and for you to be able to help people. So many of us feel like we don't know what to do and how we can help, and we're stuck at home with our hands tied. And there's what can we do?
but
So it's really good that you have that.
yeah, but people actually aren't they are, maybe we're socially distanced, as that the coin phrase is right now. But we aren't stuck at home without things to do. There are things that we can do, even from our home, even if it's just, and this isn't infection control stuff, but if you've got if you've got a smartphone or a computer, giving to local food banks and stuff like that. If you have a little bit extra that you can share, those are things that you can do. I
Right,
mean,
good point.
yeah,
And reaching out to family members. We have a
yeah,
family chat that we communicate with each other on to keep
mm-hmm.
those that are home alone kind of entertained.
Complete,
So that's nice. So reaching out to neighbors
yeah.
that live alone as well, or see if elderly people need some help with supplies.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, and just if you can, I mean, and like we keep talking about the social distancing thing, but some of these people, if like I said, technology is our friend right now, and it's keeping us connected to one another, but it's also giving us the ability to get some of these things that we need and to be taking care of, our vulnerable neighbors and stuff like that, especially the elderly or immunocompromised people.
Right. It's kind of ironic that we are socially as distant, but yet we're socially more together than we've ever been too. So
I
that,
Isn't that
yeah,
cool?
it is cool. And I see a lot of love and a lot of good things happening. So we just have to keep that love and good
Mhm.
positive feeling going. And I always think of the movie Ghostbusters with the big marshmallow man dancing down the street to that song. And I think we should just need to play that song really loud, and then everything's going to get better, and we're going to lift it up and get over this. And
Definitely, definitely. I think that,
yeah,
looking for not if we take our mindset and say, "Hey, how can I connect with people?" and then do it. Even though you might not be able to go have the ability to have a sit together dinner or something like that, or coffee and beignets in the morning. But we've seen through social media how people have gotten together on their balconies in apartment complexes, and they've done yoga or whatever, they've danced and things like that. Or I think I shared with you, there was a lady out in Arizona, and every morning her husband gets cranks at the lawnmower, and she gets into like the little cart that he, behind it, and she sits in the back of it, and they do this like parade every morning in the neighborhood, and all
I love that.
the neighbors come out and stand in their driveway, and they all wave to one another. And that's so important, just to remember, to reach out and say, "Hey, I'm thinking about you. I'm here for you too."
Yeah, just waving at the neighbors,
Yeah.
letting them know that we're still here. We're still everybody, still here.
Yep,
Yeah.
we are.
Well, good. So I do have a couple of important questions before I let you go.
Yeah.
Um, One of them is, do you have enough toilet paper, or are you afraid of running out? I
I
have to ask.
am. Thank you. I love that. Okay, that is my favorite topic for many reasons. I am a little older than 25. Times two. And when I was a child, we got stuck in a snowstorm when my father deployed. I had a new stepmother, and we had never been around snow before because we are from the panhandle of Florida. And we literally went 3 days without toilet paper, and I've never been the same since.
Oh my gosh.
I've
So you've got,
always been the toilet paper hoarder. But I also, from a military background, can tell you this. There are other things that you can use to stay sanitary besides toilet paper. And when you can't find toilet paper on your shelf, go for the cheap napkins and just keep a really nice closed trash can beside your toilet.
right. I was surprised all the toilet paper was gone, but right next to it were paper towels and Kleenex tissues,
Yes,
baby wipes. I'm like, hello, be creative, guys.
I know. I live on a hill, thank the Lord, so no one can see into my garage, and I keep the garage door closed because if anyone knew it was in my garage, it's like teenagers raiding the refrigerator for beer. That's how my garage is right now.
All right. But it's a good thing, right? You're prepared.
I
See,
am
we learn
prepared.
from these things, these
I
bad
have,
things. We learn in the future, and now you're prepared.
yeah,
And
I
my
have.
other question is, do you have a favorite meme? There's so many great memes. Thank goodness for memes that are keeping us
Yes, my favorite meme
laughing.
the other
What's your favorite meme?
yes, my favorite meme the other day, because I have one child in the 8th grade, said, "Alexa, please homeschool my child."
Oh, I love that. I love all the homeschooling ones. They crack me up. Those are
Oh,
so funny. And I cannot imagine having young children at home with me right now, trying to homeschool them too. It would be a blessing to be home with your children. Don't get me wrong. I think that would be fantastic, but to try to teach them as well. So,
you know what? That
but
I
the
want to
teachers are just laughing.
They are, but you know what? Thank the Lord that our nation really has gone to this online distance learning thing. The public schools have been really good about it. And the private schools, they're very technology based. And my daughter is in a private school, and I was a little worried about it, but you know what? She even has online PE, which is amazing to me because she thought she was going to get away with not having PE.
Oh, I love it.
Love it. See, they've got a little workout routine. I think it's fantastic. And what
Yeah.
a blessing to have this technology. We are very, very fortunate.
We are. And so now with you guys probably don't get snow days in Florida, but we could do things like this. They're going to learn how to do distance learning and things for other events where there can't be school.
Yes, yes.
And so it's going to be interesting to see how the educational system changes as well. A lot of changes happening, and I see a lot of good things.
Well, you know what? We are a very resilient country, and we are, we think back about Rosie Riveter, and we're now having a new revolution of Rosie the Riveter where people are, we're learning what's really important in life right now. And I think it was about time. And I think this is a good thing. We're going to grow and we're going to be better than we've ever been before. Don't you think so?
I think so, and I think it's up to all of us to make it that way. And
I agree.
we do have a choice, at least how we see it, and find the good in it.
Oh, there is so much good. There is so, and then you know what? There's so much humor. My favorite comedian, Jeannie Robertson, always says, "There is humor if you're willing to look for it in all things," and that's and laughter is the best medicine right now.